Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails to Azure. We are back at St. Ursula and of course after last episode where we, for the 100th episode, just fully relaxed, did all the fishing quest things like catching all the fish, the legendaries, defeating the Elite Four and of course Lake Lord III, which of course we did successfully, and ending it all with catching the one big fish that was out there. So now we are ready, we can continue, and you all have been pressuring me that don't forget there was one place in St. Ursula you need to go to because there are different people there. So let's go there first and then continue, well, with our rounds of Crossbell. We have still plenty to do. Of course it was back here. Ah, those three. Alright, let's talk to everybody around and then to them. Well, I've worked here for years, but I've never seen us house this many patients at once. It truly is unprecedented, but we'll have to do everything we can for our patients, no matter how many there are. Alright, so we did talk to all of them here, but these three here? They are definitely new. They're probably here since we looked out at Donovan and Ilya, because after that we just continued on with all the rooms we haven't done yet. Never went back down here. So let's talk to them and see what happens. The supplies from Remiferia still haven't been delivered. Oh, and here's the guard that we missed on the front. Of course. Awesome, because it was bothering me. Because I mentioned a couple of times here and there. Because suddenly he was mentioning that the orders weren't arriving, they were not there. And then suddenly he was gone. I thought he was going to be like on the path between Ursula and Crossbell, but he wasn't there. I couldn't find him, and here he is. Thanks. Alright. Unfortunately not. They were supposed to have been arrived by now, but no such luck. Oh dear. There must have been some sort of mix-up with our package. It is possible something happened on its way from Remiferia or the airport. Something must have happened to the supplies while they were in transit. I'll try calling everyone who handled the packages one more time. Well, we're expecting a package of medical supplies from Rhyme Deliveries, but what we got instead was not that. There must have been some kind of mix-up somewhere along the line. Oh, treating our patients will be difficult without proper medical supplies. I suppose it falls on my shoulder to contact supplier and explain what happened. Alright, so it's clear that the deliveries aren't here yet. So it would be between here and Crossbell or at the airport. So since we already went down that road, if they were there, we would have found them. So I'm guessing we're going to the airport. Well, we are busy with our rounds. And first, let's bring our car back to the garage. And I do believe we did Station Street and the airport before, but we couldn't access the station or the airport. So I'm guessing now, having talked to Sayland and all that, we can now get in there and see what's going on. Yeah, and this is the delivery truck for the company, isn't it? Because I remember this was one of our first, well, the first cars that I saw with this design, and I always call it like a cat truck, so yeah, it does stick in my mind a lot. Now that the city is mostly back to normal, I've decided to go abroad with my family for a while. It'll be safer up in Remiferia with my parents, I'm sure. All Liberal and Remiferia have been lending much support to the restoration of Crossbell City. Thanks to their donations and supplies, reconstruction work has already settled into a comfortable pace. On behalf of the citizens of Crossbell, I'd like to extend my gratitude to them both. Yeah, I can imagine, because showing that support while at the moment Crossbell is fighting for their independence and two nations are actually trying to get their hands on the proceedings, getting their, well, let us say, influences known. Because Crossbell is very rich with their mining and their economic status. So yeah, of course they don't want to lose that. And with the independence, yeah, that's a big chunk of money they won't be getting anymore. Rumor has it that the raid on the city was actually an act of imperial subterfuge. There's no definitive proof, but where there's smoke, there's fire. If you consider the Empire's action up till now, it's hard to see it any other way. Yeah, and does confirm one of my thoughts that the game is laying it out really thick that they are the culprit behind the attacks. So thick that it must be someone else, really. Oh, we got to ride an airship today. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of pictures from up in the clouds. I was not prepared for this sudden trip. My husband has a point though. It has been dangerous here lately. Yeah, but it will settle eventually, I'm sure. Welcome to Crossbell State. For your lodging needs, look no further than Hotel Millennium. Because if you have to cash, you can stay there. Hold up, the boarding platform is over that way. You can't enter if you don't have a boarding pass, so try not to wander too far in. Aw, man, what am I gonna do? Well, if I'd only been more careful, this would have never happened. Excuse us, is everything alright? Oh, hello there, SSS. Well, actually, something terrible has happened. I was supposed to deliver some Nevercraven medical supplies to St. Ursula Hospital today, but some swindler swiped them before I could even pick them up. Oh, how did that happen? Well, just a while ago, a man claimed to work for a shipping company came here. He had his whole story about how he was there to transport the supplies in place of Rhyme's deliveries. The guy seemed totally legit, official looking paperwork and everything, so I gave him the packages without a second thought. But as far as I know, we hadn't even set up an arrangement like that. It wasn't until I arrived and we started talking that we realized what actually happened. In short, the supposed arrangement was entirely falsified. It takes a special kind of scumbag to steal medicine supply at a time like this. Well, the raid on the city left so many people in the hospital. And that's exactly why supplies like that will fetch a pretty mirror on the black market. Our crook's a sneaky, mirror-grubbing little thief. Oh, that's just despicable. Oh, this is no good. Not good. St. Ursula is waiting for those supplies to arrive as we speak. It's all my fault. If only I had contacted Rhyme's deliveries and checked in first. No, don't blame yourself. That fraud should be the one answering for this. Wait a minute. Will you guys be able to go after this guy and get the packages back? Please, I'm begging you, do whatever you can to get those supplies to the folks at St. Ursula who needs them. Of course. Not much time has passed since the incident occurred, so if we hurry, we still have a chance to catch up. Just leave this case to us. Really? Oh, we owe you big time. Our perpetrator has a head start on us, so the clock's already ticking. We need to move fast. Do we have any clues to where he might be heading? Well, I never saw the guy myself, so I couldn't say one way or another. Let me think. He was driving a black Reinford-made Orbital truck. Just reminds gaudy clothes. I guess he was Erebonian, maybe. So chances are, our perp might be trying to slip back into the Empire. Well, if that's the case, he could be near Belgard Gate by now. Just in case, we should go see what information we can gather about the vehicle along his escape route. We'll have to be quick about it though. Well, there's no time to waste. Let's give this chase immediately. Billy, Ricardo, would you mind waiting here until we get in contact again? Sure, no problem. Good luck, everyone. Delivery deception started. Good. Alright, so a hidden quest? Don't mind if I do. And since it's for, well, retrieving medical supplies for St. Ursula, where our friends are, who are the ones in need of it, oh, I'm more than up for taking them down. Since we did already do the West Street, if I remember correctly, let's go to the garage, get in the car, and head for Crossbell Police Academy and then do Belgard Gate. So we might as well mix the two up, right? Doing our rounds while continuing the quest. And since this was gonna be like our next target, let's go for it. And I do think that on this road is also an to be eliminated monster. Because I remember there being one in Nox Forest. Well, word of the raid in the city has reached the inmates as well. Even they can't hide their unrest at what's happening. We checked on the safety of their families, but sadly, not all of them came out of the attack unscathed. I know they're criminals, but still, it's not easy breaking that kind of news to anyone. True, because even though they broke the law, they needed to pay, and they are here rightfully, they're still human beings. While many of the inmates have family members in the city, criminals or not, it breaks your heart to tell any of them that the family was caught up in the raid. True. You wouldn't wish that on your worst enemy. Well, maybe my worst enemy, not the rest after that. Oh, hello, special support section. Thank you for coming all the way out here today. Oh, don't mention it. Does this mean you've relocated to the academy for the time being, Rebecca? Oh, that's right. Sadly, it will be a while longer before the reception area at that course is repaired and open for duty. Fortunately, the department backs up all of his data, which remains accessible from the terminals here. Owing to that, I'm perfectly able to perform all of my regular duties from this counter. In other words, any tasks you would typically have done in headquarters will just be the same while I'm here. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, by the way, Rebecca, I really want to thank you for being the first one there for Fran when she finally came to. I just know she was glad to see you. Oh, no. You don't have to thank me, Noel. I was there to cheer her up, but if anything, Fran was the one who lifted my spirits. I couldn't have made me happier to have her up and smiling again. I know exactly what you mean. If it doesn't put you out too much, could you find time to make for another visit? I'm sure it would mean a lot to her. Oh, you don't even need to ask. It's such a relief that Fran finally regained consciousness. I know she'd be telling us not to worry about her if she were here, so I'm going to work extra hard as my way of cheering her up. Go for it. The raid on the city was no less than an atrocity. That the young cadets at the academy were safe and sound here is about the only blessing I can find. It's going to take a lot of time for Crossbell to fully recover from this. That is very, very true. And since we done all the fishing, how are we with the recipes? We are missing here 1, 2, 3, I guess 4? We are missing like 4 or 5 of our recipe, so not there quite yet. Because we can't complete his particular dish unless we find all the recipes out there. Oh, hey SSS, I bet you guys have had hands pretty full lately. Well, you look like you've been shouldering quite a lot yourself, Yuna. Have you made time to go back home and see your family? Yeah, I have. I'm glad they're alright. Still, I wasn't prepared for seeing just how bad the city was hit. Our conceal and police headquarters were in shambles. How was Crossbell supposed to come back from something like this? Oh, Juna. I know things seem dire right now, but we're not going to get anywhere by standing still. We all have to stay strong and keep moving forward. You, us, and the rest of the city too. Yeah, you're right. I should be focusing on my training and study hard instead of moping around here all day. So I'm gonna do just that. Good luck with the rest of your work day today, guys. I'm going to get back to training and hitting the books so that someday I can help people just like the SSS does. Yeah, and I'm sure she will. Well, we don't have any reason to go to the other floors, so let's not wander around too much. Alright, let's not then. Alright, while we're here, shall we see if we can find that monster? Because with all the preparations in between the episodes, I think we should be more than capable of, well, destroying one measly monster, right? Alright, so I will look for it. Once we're there, we will fight it. Alright, there it is. And it looks to be a big one. Oh, I'm sure we can handle it, right? Alright, let's go. Exterminate? Hell yeah. Ooh, 3 of them even. Alright, so how are we gonna handle this? Maybe first scoping them out so we know what we are up against. Ooh, I can work with that. A long-lived demon from ancient times. It swings its 6 powerful arms with reckless abandon. Alright. Well, we do have these abilities, but let's just do some combos first. Ah, and they're close enough that a smaller range is more than enough. Let's do a dark matter. Good boy, that's why you're there. You're just lucky. She does dark matter as well. And you can see with some little tweaking, we also have Galleon Tower and Shadow Blade in her list. So that massive pool of EP she has right now, we can utilize it, so yeah. But since they did love this one, we'll stick to it. I'm just switching up a little bit, so maybe we can get them down with these 2 arts. We might be. Beautiful. Exterminate monster on Nox Forest Road. Obtained Mute 2. Very nice. Alright, I will walk back to the car and then we're gonna go to Belgard Gate. Alright, so let's talk to everyone here and of course keep our eyes out for that delivery truck, because it might still be here. It's not parked outside. The raid on the city has heightened tensions between us and the major powers. According to rumors, both Erebonian and Calvard are set to conduct large-scale field exercises near the border. This feels just like how it was before the non-aggression pact was signed. Yeah, something's gotta give, isn't it? No car here as well. Well, the 3rd company was wiped out during the occupation of Mainz. Even the rescue units suffered heavy losses. Some of our armored cars were destroyed as well. In the end, the total damages sustained by the CGF are incalculable. Those godless-forsaken Jaegers, we won't let them get away with this. We do our best to do the same, so let's have a quick rest before going in. I don't expect us to fight the delivery guys, we just want the goods. But you never know. If the black truck was headed for the Empire, it should be around here. I do not see any vehicle matching that description, however. Well, perhaps we should ask around and see what the guardsmen know. Yeah, maybe we should. I'm pretty sure Mirel will help. Oh? What are you all doing here? Sup, Mirel? Oh, good to see you, Second Lieutenant. Same to you. But really, what are you all here for today? Someone's looking haggard. Sorry, it's just things are teetering on the brink here due to the pressure the Empire is putting on us. On top of that, there was a bit of a disturbance over at Tangram Gate. Tangram? What happened? Well, a Reinford-made truck plowed through the checkpoint without finishing its exit paperwork. I think enough of it was completed that it won't cause too much trouble, but it still is a terrible look for the CGF, especially while the major power F was under the microscope. Why the look? Well, it could be the truck we're looking for, but in the total different direction than we thought it was gonna be. You don't suppose that was the same truck? That confirms it. We went in the complete opposite direction. Well, that guy's probably halfway to Edith by now. Well, if we've completely failed Billy and St. Ursula's, not gonna be easy reporting back about this. The SSS went to the airport to explain what happened to Billy and Ricardo. Afterward, they went to St. Ursula Medical College with Billy to tell the staff the bad news. I can't tell you how shocked I was when Ricardo called me from the airport. I had wondered why our shipment hadn't arrived, but this was hardly the explanation I was expecting. Well, imagine stealing from a hospital. There are some real scumbags out there. Please forgive us. I know failing such an important request is unacceptable. Had we just been a little faster, we may have caught him. Well, you're not the only ones with regrets. If I'd just picked the package sooner, none of this would have happened. Please, everyone, you're not the ones at fault here. There's no reason to be so hard on yourselves over it. This is St. Ursula's hospital after all. Our doctors are nothing if not resourceful. Yes, there's no reason to look back and lament over something we can't change. In the meantime, I'll put in another order for new supplies. Until they arrive, we'll do with what we have. I'm sure we can find alternatives for the time being. That's good to hear. Sorry again. We'll let you all get to work. My old man's going to suck me right in the face when he hears about this. We actually failed the delivery deception? So, if we went to Tangram Gate instead of Belgard, even though there was absolutely no hint for it, would we be able to succeed then? Would we have been able to get those supplies? Ooh, I'm very conflicted right now. Because a part of me really wants to redo this and then check out Tangram Gate and see if we can catch them there, catch them in the act. But this is a blind playthrough, so things like this happen, and we have missed plenty of points along the way for hidden things or like opportunities we didn't take because we couldn't find it. But it's this here, the word failed. Yeah, that's really bugging me right now. So, please let me know what would have happened if we went to Tangram Gate. Would we have seen them there? Or would we have been too late regardless? Or was there something else we needed to do in order to, well, basically catch the culprits? Because I didn't miss a hint, did I? When we were talking to everyone that they might be at Tangram Gate. Yeah, I've got to let this go, because this would drive me crazy otherwise. Seriously, you have to be a real rotten excuse for a human being to swindle medical supplies from the needy. There are real living people who need that stuff. How can a jackass stand to look himself in the mirror? I have no idea how someone can do that. We'll do it in a moment. Damn it. Made me sick to my stomach not being able to deliver those medical supplies at a time like this. But I guess sulking over what happened isn't going to help anyone. You guys try your best to forget. Days like this, you gotta keep your head down and keep plugging away. They're making me feel more and more guilty about the entire thing. Right, now, guess return the car. And then use the bus. Back to Crossbell. So we have to go back to Belgard Gate to finish off our talks there. But Is there any text about this? Yeah, I want to talk to them. The black truck that forced its way through here earlier belonged to a wanted swindler. How crazy do you have to be to pull that kind of stunt at a time like this? Yeah, so it is mentioned, but it's too late. It really is. I wish there was some like a package here that was dropped off the truck with the medical supplies when they tried their escape. Imagine my shock when that truck suddenly passes earlier. Hopefully they've learned to follow the rules in the future. Well, to be honest, they succeeded at their scam. This will not be the last, definitely not. Oh, the bosses who attacked the city are still holding up somewhere, right? Fine by me. We'll smoke them out one way or another. Our fallen comrades need avenging. I can sympathize with the people of Crossbell if they had a proper army. They may have been able to keep their losses to a minimum. Maybe your mayor should have accepted the president and chancellor's proposal after all. No, I can't agree with that. Yeah, but yes, the truck went past here. It's gone. It definitely is gone. Yeah, since we're here, let's just continue our rounds. A lot of my comrades went down during the hostilities near Mainz. If only we had some actual firepower, like tanks, it would have suffered nearly as many losses. Crossbell needs to become independent. It's the only way I'll be able to protect Stella and everyone else I hold dear. Not the only way, but the most logical one at least. Well, I just returned from shipping out some supplies. Crossbell Station is still in chaos, in case you were wondering. Given what happened, it could hardly be called surprising. No matter what tricks the Empire tries to pull, we'll never back down. I refuse to let my last death be in vain. Not a chance in Gehenna. I was unsure what to do after the attack, but I've since decided to return home to the Empire. If I were to ever get caught up in something so hard again, I don't know how I would cope. Well, a lot of tourists have been leaving Crossbell recently due to all the tension. Not to mention, there's been one disaster after another recently. I can't blame them for getting out while they can. Me neither. Hey Morel, looks like you guys have your hands full. Oh, we do. Military activity has been picking up over at Guerrilla Fortress. This level of tension is unprecedented. The only time that comes close was 2 years ago, before the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact. It's that bad? I can believe it. You better keep yourself safe, Morel. You hear me? Oh, I know, don't worry. I can handle things here. Military activity has been picking up over at the fortress. This level of tension is unprecedented. Yeah, like something is building up, isn't it? Oh, I never imagined the situation would grow so dire in just 1 week. I have to get my daughter out of Crossbell as soon as possible. Oh, I would have liked to stay and enjoy Crossbell a little longer, but Mom says it's too dangerous though. After they were done terrorizing Crossbell, the Red Constellation flew off in an airship. And what's more, not even the CGF anti-air radars were able to track it. I guess with enough capital, you can buy whatever technology you want. Just who are those people anyway? Very rich, very influenceable? Yeah. The situation here at the border is getting pretty sticky. I wish there were Erebonian guild members we could turn to for help. Unfortunately, due to the pressure from the Imperial government, there are hardly any branches left in the Empire. They have plenty of solid bracers, but given the state of the organization there, we can't count on their help at all. Yeah, it's a shame, really. The tension at the border is so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Here's hoping it doesn't escalate. Whatever happens though, the guild has to keep an eye out to make sure the civilians aren't at risk. If the Erebonian branches were still open, the guild could be mediating right now to help find a peaceful resolution to all of this. Unfortunately, thanks to the pressure from the Imperial government, the branches are closed. And we're without backup. Yeah. Oh, our current friction with the Empire is a lot like it was before the signing of the non-aggression pact. And they would even train those horrible railway guns directly at us. It was a terrifying time. I give anything to make sure that never happens again. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen again either. Because it's such a waste. I would love to see the cannons being fired once, but let's not be that at Crossbell. Alright, no one here. Supposedly it was the Empire that hired the Jaeger Corps that raided Crossbell City. That's what the rumors are saying, at least. No matter how it came about, I can't forgive anyone who spills the blood of my fellow guardsmen. If it's a fight the Empire wants, then it's a fight they'll get. Well, he's fired up about it now, and this is the thing, isn't it? If the Chancellor isn't behind the Red Constellation in this attack, because it's way too obvious by how the game is trying to push that narrative on our lap, who else had to benefit of that situation? I think still Major Claw himself. Look how motivated he is to keeping the Empire out. He will vote for the independence, for sure. Oh, thanks to that increasing buzz over the independence after a raid, things are as tense here as they were before the non-aggression pact was signed. If relations with the Empire reach a breaking point, it is possible that the railway guns will be deployed again. Maybe there truly are no ways for us to avoid conflict with Calvard and Erebonia. Well, it does give a different perspective, doesn't it? Because in Cold Steel, while we were playing and we saw the event happen, we didn't know what it was, why it was, but the glow, it reminds us of the glow that Kia has. What if it was nothing more than a form of protection for us? I'm not saying about whatever attacks and stuff happened, but mainly the entire encapsulating effect around Crossbell could have just been just for protection by Kia. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in due time, and that time is getting closer and closer. I'm sure it's going to be in this chapter. If not during, it will be at the end of it, in the transition to the next one. Is something on your mind, Commander Bills? Yes, I was contemplating the pending reorganization of the CGF. It will be some time before we fully recover from the loss that we sustained at the Main's Mountain Path. I was afraid of that. You seem troubled, Seeker. Are you second-guessing your decision to return to active service? No, that's not it. It's just, part of me feels guilty for being the only one stepping away from the SSS when things are getting so busy. It's alright, Noel. We understand. I would gladly welcome your help in rebuilding the CGF, but it isn't a command. Would you prefer that I have your reinstatement postponed? No, I've made my decision. At the end of the day, Sergeant Major Noel Seeker will be back on duty for the CGF. Very well. However, until then, you are still a member of the Special Support Section. Finish all of your remaining work there, so you can leave without any regrets. Understood? Yes, ma'am. I do like this, because it means that she's giving her a choice. If she feels that she needs more time at the SSS, that she can do more there, she is allowed to stay. But no, Noel decided that the best way to help Crossbell now is to help rebuild the CGF, and to be honest, I don't think she's wrong. Oh, I gladly welcome your assistance in rebuilding the CGF, Seeker. But first, finish all of your remaining work with the SSS. Yes, ma'am. Alright, always looking outside, despite almost never someone being here. It's always for that one time it does. No, we're gonna go downstairs. Alright, that is the gate in a nutshell. Another corner of Crossbell City done. Alright, let's head back to the city. And I think we can go to the residential district. Because I do remember doing West Street, of course. Because we know now that Oscar is at the referendum, and a few others as well. Just in preparation for it, at least. Oh, my mom is finally home from her job abroad. Thank goodness for that. It was scary not having the whole family together during the raid. Yeah, I can imagine. But on the other hand, when your mom is in a different country that's not Crossbell, at least you'd know she would be safe. It's better for her to be safe than all to die. Well, here. I haven't seen my mom since the anniversary festival. It's good to know she's doing okay. Oh, you're finally come home, Marietta. Yes, well, the IBC building was our main office after all. I came back to help with relocation services to Orchid's Tower. I see. I know you're busy, but remember to take proper care of yourself, dearie. Oh, I was so relieved to find out my family wasn't hurt during the attack. Unfortunately, I'll be spending much of my time here helping the main division of the IBC, and there is a lot of work to be done. Oh, I can imagine. Alright, see if the Haywards are home. Oh, Harold is visiting Mainz today to see how their citizens are holding up. Ever since the raid and occupation has been determined to help them as much as he can. It makes me proud to have a compassionate husband like him. And we still need to go there, so if we find him, and I think we probably will, we'll say hi. Papa's gonna take me and Mama on a trip next time he gets a break off work. He said we're going is really nice. I can't wait. If he's saying that, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be amazing. Alright, can we go in one of these two? Nope. This is the home of Representative Campbell, leader of the Diet's Republican faction. There is no reason to speak with him right now. Ilya is out of commission and Arkansas has closed its door until further notice. Our reconstruction may be proceeding smoothly, but the scars of that terrible raid still hold a firm grip in our hearts. What the city needs is some piece of good news to get us through all this. He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. Okay. Well, that raid was one of the most horrific shows of violence I've ever seen. I've been having nightmares about it ever since. It's getting to where even sleep is no longer a refuge. Yeah, that's actually terrible. And I know there are pills to help you sleep a dreamless sleep. But sleep is still extremely important. It's the way for your brain to process all the things you dealt with during the day or since you last slept. So, yeah, that's how traumatizing events like this can definitely have a big impact on you. Oh, I hear they're holding a charity event in the administrative district today. I wish there was some way I could help. Nobody. The raid was nothing short of a tragedy. While the reconstruction of Crossbell City is nearing completion, I'm afraid the residual fears and anxieties over what happened have yet to subside for the average citizen. We can only hope that Master Henry and Mayor Croix will find a way to keep us safe in the coming days. Alright, he's still busy at work. Let's see how not these guys are working. I heard a bunch of cops and guardsmen were injured in the raid the other day. Serves them right. That's what they get for treating us like drags. Oh, despicable. I'd rather not spend another second in his presence. Fair enough. Anything we tell the idiot will just go in one ear and come right out of the other. The whole city is down in the dumps. How are we supposed to have any fun like this? Maybe going on a drive or something would cheer things. we don't have a car anymore. Exactly. You're stalking big and all, but I think he's kinda crossing a line here. Me and Sykes try to get him to ease off. Don't worry, we'll be slick about it. So yeah, he's still pissed off that a CGF lady told him off. And basically possessed his vehicle. I'm sure at some point they will get it back, but not anytime soon, I'm sure. Alright, that's it for this district. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the car and check up on the doll studio. Because even though we have been in that direction, that's way too close. There could still be something there. Yeah, I'm on the entirely wrong road. Because the doll is on our way to Mainz and not to Belgrade Gate. Yeah. We didn't see that, did we? Alright. Let's go up and let's see if someone's home. Alright, let's knock on the door. It is sealed, shut. Keep out. Yeah, and there's nobody walking on the other side of the fence. So for today, it's nothing. Let's come back another time. Alright, back at the cathedral, and I'm pretty sure people are here that want to talk to us. And we want to know how they are after the raid, especially with our friends here. So, I think I'm going to leave it here. Next time we're going to do our rounds at the cathedral, head towards main entertainment district, and continue onwards from there. We might be able to finish it up on the next one. I'm not guaranteeing it though, because there's still plenty of things to do. And you know what? Maybe next time, before we do the cathedral, we're gonna go back to America Village, see if we can find Gable, because we haven't completed that either, and I know he's hiding there somewhere. Because when we heard he was going to America Village, we remembered that locked door in the aviary. So that's definitely a place I want to check out. So, but for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue our rounds of Crossbell, try and fulfill all little requests we have. See you then. Bye bye.